All right, guys, Santa Mike here. I've done another thing. So I decided I was going to try another supplier for these Chibsons that we're reviewing. You get to see the full sanification process today. I am in full form. I just finished up with my last beard bleaching, and I start my appearances this coming weekend, but I wanted to get this video in because I want to unbox this guitar. So there's a little bit different about this one. This one right here, it's got more, according to the spec sheet, more of the actual stuff of a real Les Paul. It's got the fret nibs, it's got the ABR1 style bridge. I'll put a link in the bottom of the video for the supplier on this. It's this group that you have to become a member of their Facebook page. So it's by invite only. I wonder why. And then once you do that, you'll get into their Discord. And I've seen some pretty good stuff. I think it was Fulton Street Beats that may have turned me on to this one. And again, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't checked his channel out, check his channel out. He's got some real great content on some of these Chibsons. It was a lot of my inspiration on doing this. So I'm gonna do an unboxing on this one right now. This is another custom. It's a Black Beauty instead of the white one, right? And so I know my audio quality is not the greatest in the world. I'm going to be working on that. I've got my Zoom camera back there that hopefully has a little better audio quality, but I'm going to give me a little better microphone and work on my lighting to get this to look a little more professional. You know, I kind of feel inadequate when I look at some of these other guys, their production on their videos and stuff, so I want to step up the game on that. Other than that, I'm going to get to reviewing this video. Like, comment, share, please subscribe. I've had a good little bump after my last Chibson video. I am going to do a review on that white Chibson. Now, I will tell you, it took a little setup work. It didn't come perfect. It came with some issues. The neck, and we'll talk about it in the video, the neck had no tension on it, so the truss rod was completely loose, which I think some of them do for shipping purposes. So we got that right. There's no real problems with the fretwork on it, but the pickups and the bridge were trash. It would not stay in tune for nothing. And so probably eventually end up replacing the nut, but I did put a set of just basic Grovers on it, and I replaced the bridge to a roller style bridge. Let me tell you something, thing stays in tune perfectly now. It's perfectly intonated. It plays wonderfully. The only thing left is the pot. The pickups are unpotted, so there's a ton of feedback. So like playing it live in a band setting, I took it with the guys I jam with, and it had a lot of feedback. So I got a set of Wilkinsons, which are inexpensive, but I've heard good stuff about them, and these are potted, these are waxed. So I'm going to put these on there. I've got the Grover tuners, the new bridge. I went ahead and bought some 500K pots, you know, the CKS pots, right? And then I got a Switchcraft toggle and some capacitors. So I'm going to wire that thing up and do a little better job with the wiring. It had the little dime-sized pots in it, and I'm going to probably play it before I do the pickups and the pots and the Switchcraft, because just changing the tuners and the bridge didn't really change the tone of the guitar. It plays pretty good, sounds pretty good other than the feedback on the pickup. So I'll get that video up and posted here soon, but I wanted to do the unboxing on my new Chibson Les Paul from Polaris 4, the number 4 music. That's the Facebook group, but I'll put the link down in the description. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and Santa's back in town. Rock out, guys. I'll see y'all soon. I'm gonna go check this thing out. Thanks. We'll get this thing started. This is my new Chibson that I just got from Polaris 4 Music. It actually got here in about 10 days, so it was pretty quick shipping. It was one of their stock guitars. Now, I'll tell you, I'm a little more worried about this one, the case that this one's in, compared to the last one, and I'll kind of show you why. This is the case this one came in, and this is the case the last one came in. So you can see, this was, to me, this looks like this was much better packed. A much bigger case. we'll see. Hopefully it's not an issue. Hopefully, nope. Guess I don't need that anyway. Hopefully everything will be fine in here. This one I can't tell where the seam is. Like I showed you on the last one, it's usually on the top or the sides. I think what I'm gonna have to do, let's do this. I'm probably gonna pull some tape off. Yeah, it's on the side, there it is. So this one has the seam on the side. So I'll just cut it right down through here. Safety as always, kiddos, as I say. And I'm excited. This one supposedly has more of the features of an actual Les Paul. So this one has the ABR1 style bridge. It has the fret nibs on it, and it's supposed to be a more realistic replica. But we'll see. We'll see. And remember, guys, these are not real Gibsons. They're not meant to be real Gibsons. If you want a real Gibson, buy a real Gibson. This is a cheap alternative to it, where you can get these. I think, to me, these guitars, they represent the ability to get something that looks nice and have the ability to work on it and modify it, and in the end maybe have a pretty decent little guitar for about a fifth or a tenth of the cost of a true custom. Alright, I got it cut. Let's see here. Alright, hopefully no damage. I don't see a strap or anything with this one. Comes with the truss rod tool. Let's take a look here, see what we got. Alright, take the rubber bands off. Yes, it is branded. It is branded. So let's, without further ado, alright, looks pretty good. Boy, that's pretty deep mother of pearl. If you look at the mother of pearl, it's got a pretty good, you know, depth to it comparatively. Now, you know, it is pearloid and the pickups are pearloid, so we know all that. We know that it's gonna not be the true mother of pearl, but it's a Les Paul custom. I mean, that's really what it is. It's what it's supposed to be. It's what it is. So there you got a good look at it. It does have a couple things. It does have the ABR. I think I'll probably get a better shot over here. It does have the ABR style bridge. See how it's got the pins and the thumb wheels like that? That's one of the big indicators when you're looking at the difference between a fake and a real one. And if you look closely, I don't want to beat it up. If you look closely, it does have the fret nibs. So it's got fret nibs. It's branded properly. It's yellowed. And you know, a lot of the Gibsons get that yellowing effect to the binding. Let's see if they set it. Nope. Not set up, not in tune. So I'll have to do with this one the same thing I did with the other one. I'll have to, and I'm gonna move the camera up like I did on the last video so you can get a little better view of it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to do the setup on this one. First I'm gonna hook it up, play it, see how it sounds. So you got a little something right there at the top of the nut, a little imperfection in the binding. Glue's a little heavy. See if I see anything else. Cheap pick guard. It's a 1-ply pick guard. Yeah, you can definitely tell by the pick guard. You know, the shape is not 100% right. On the other one, I put it in my Gibson Les Paul case, and it didn't fit perfectly. It took a little bit of force to get it in there. So it was close, but it's not dead on. And so this one is going to probably be very much the same. It's got the Grover labeled tuners, right? But I can almost guarantee you they're not Grovers. See how they feel. I mean, these feel much better. Well, that one did. These feel better than the last ones. I mean, these are a little tighter. It doesn't feel like they got as much play as the last ones had. The last ones were, you could definitely tell they were really cheap tuners. That's really what it boils down to. So we'll see about the cut of the nut when I check the string height and check and see if any of the frets are buzzing. But other than that, guys, I mean, it's another beautiful guitar. Here's my, to give you a comparison, there's my Epiphone. And see, I think these things are using the Epiphone more than the Gibson as their pattern. Very similar. This one looks like it might be a little smaller. Let's see if I put them back to back. They're pretty close. You can see that the ear is a little bit different on this one. If you can see that ear is a little lower and a little further out, and that's what I was talking about. That's kind of the same thing with the white one over there, is it didn't fit perfectly in the case. Now, what I may do, I don't know, maybe they are pretty close. What I may do is I may actually put these on a piece of cardboard, but you can see if I get the bodies lined up, you can see the necks are off from each other. So yeah, it's just a little off-centered compared to, because if I'm not mistaken, the Epiphones are pretty dead on for the Gibson shape. So that's my Santa hat getting in the way there. Soon y'all will see me doing reviews when I get back from my Santa gigs, and I'll be in the full regalia so y'all can all laugh at my Santa persona. But guys, I wanted to get a review on this thing real quick. I'm going to do the video and upload it, so an unboxing. I'm going to do a review on both these guitars very, very soon. So hope you guys like the unboxing. This is a pretty simple, straightforward one. Like, subscribe, comment, share my videos. I'd appreciate it, guys. Metal Santa out. Rock on. Later.